They made enormous amounts of money by banking on high-risk investments with very little oversight. Now Treasury Secretary Timothy Geithner says enough is enough.
The huge apparent returns to financial activity attracted fraud on a dramatic scale. Market discipline failed to constrain dangerous levels of risk-taking throughout the system.
While testifying in front of a House committee Thursday, Geithner unveiled a plan that will soon put stiff regulations on the lax world of hedge funds, credit default swaps, and other financial institutions.
We are developing a strong plan for consumer and investor regulation to simplify financial decisions for households and to protect people much better from unfair and deceptive practices.
Geithner's plans would also impose tougher standards on the AIGs of the world, those companies deemed too big to fail. There would be a systematic risk regulator to monitor the biggest institutions. The plan also places regulations on those areas that up until now have remained out of the government's reach. Financial derivatives such as credit default swaps, hedge funds, private equity funds, venture capital funds. Some hedge fund managers don't seem to be bothered by the extra red tape. Chris Wang manages a hedge fund in New York. He says he's for more regulation as long as it doesn't lead to over-regulation.
Actually, some regulation will actually be positive because with regulation, you also have greater confidence from institutions, from pension funds, etc., to allocate more assets to hedge fund as a class, as an asset class.
And as effective as these steps seem now, hindsight is always 20/20. Would AIG, Bear Stearns, Lehman Brothers still have fallen under Geithner's new plan?
I think, the answer to that is yeah. If we had more transparency, to a certain extent, we might have seen the problem sooner. And, but I think the problem still would have been with us even if we had these regulations in place. It just would have been, to the extent that we would have known about them sooner. You don't recognize the problem until the price of residential real estate starts plateauing and going down. Then you realize that, the house of cards is starting to fall apart.
Bonnie Ghosh, The Associated Press, New York.